Good morning, boys and girls. How are we today? Just pulling into Chalk Springs trout fishery here in Arundel. It is just a moment or two before 7 in the morning. It's just been an absolutely horrendous journey down. Tell me, boys and girls, those of you who drive at night, have you noticed how much brighter the headlights on these cars and trucks and lorries are nowadays? It has been such a stressful drive down. I'm starting to hate driving at nights. But anyway, as I said, I've come down to Arundel for a day's casting. It's been a while since I've been able to get out. And I'm really looking forward just to being able to relax, cast a line into the water and see what jumps on the end. I've got about 80 yards to go before I actually reach the fishery. So yeah, I've not enjoyed this drive this morning at all. But it is what it is. Cup half full and all of that bollocks. So let's see what the day brings. Right, handbrake on into neutral, engine off, relax. Good morning, boys and girls. Grandpa Chris here at the absolutely glorious Chalk Springs trout fishery down here near Arundel. Just dipping my net to prevent any cross-contamination of any sort. It's about 7:45 in the morning. It's Friday the something of October. Looks like I'm the only one booked in today, so I'm just going to have a nice relaxing session and see if I can tease one or two of these hard fighting, perfectly conditioned trout out from these hallowed waters. As I mentioned in my dashcam intro, it's been a horrendous drive down with these new headlights that people were driving around with. They are just so dangerously bright, absolutely dazzling. I don't know how many times I've had to slow down and take my foot off and try to look away. But hey ho, it is what it is. It's only really now starting to get light here. I'm sure it will be showing on the camera. Chalk Springs at this time of the day, can't be beaten. The bird song and coot quacking away beside me. You've got the sparrows and you've got the tits and everything up in the trees. Coming alongside the North Lake here. That water is absolutely gin clear. Absolutely gin clear. So anyway, today I've got my 9'6" 5-weight rod, crafted by the late Andy Banting for me a few years back. I've got a home tied copper and gold on a size 12. Having a little look around. A few fish there. Stand and watch it for a couple of minutes, see if anything decent presents itself. And down towards the outlet. predominantly slightly smaller fish there, the 2 to 3 pound range. Let's go across onto the West Lake. I might just make a start there. Fish chasing it. Yeah, he's followed that all the way in. Just let that sink. And then we'll start just twitching it back. The water is still very dark, so I can't see anything moving over there, but there's 1 or 2 fish just coming toward. Yeah, there's one following it. And we have a fish on. I would not have, and he's gone. So that one's off, and it's deposited the fly up a tree. So see if I can reach it and rescue it. Strong old branches. Try that one again, shall we? That was nice. Yeah, that was very nice. Back over there. And again, let it sink a little bit. So, changed over onto a home tied orange fritz, 3mm brass bead. And I know the hook is sharp because I've just stuck it deep into my finger, and it's a good job it's a barbless hook. That's all I can say. Ooh, saw it go down his throat. And he took that all the way into his mouth. The fly completely disappeared. So I come around to the end of the South Lake. I'm casting along the line of the lake now. Bow wave behind the float, bow wave, and pulled it out of his mouth. Okay. Just let that sink a little bit, I think. Something just hit it. Forward again. Something is very interested in this. And I hooked it. Okay, finally, let's see if I can make this one stick. He chased it and mouthed it and bumped it 2 or 3 times. Jag, jag, jag. Let's get the net ready. Again, it's right on the end of his nose. It's right on the end of his nose. This is where the long handle net's going to come in handy. Oh, good solid wang, bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. What a lovely fight. Seen the net again. Just keeping steady pressure on with the rod. Keeping steady pressure on. In and out of the net. Come out of the reeds. Shorten the line up a bit, I think. No, he doesn't like the net. Really doesn't like the net. But he's in the net, and he's a rainbow trout of maybe 2.5 to 3 pounds, and the hook has come out in the net. The benefits of barbless hooks. So let's do what we need to do and have another one. So there we go, number 1 of the day. Just put him into the stringer, and then we'll go and find somewhere to rest him in the water. Very nice indeed. So I changed over to a different fritzy type pattern. A bit of black and a bit of gold in it. A little bit of weed on there. It's never going to do you any favours if you've got weed on your lure. And that's what I got on at the moment. Got him! Got him! He swelled at that a few times. That was nice. That was very nice. He's quite a decent fish, I think. He's quite a decent fish, I think. Let's try and get him away from the bank. Yeah, he looks like he might be quite a decent fish. But he certainly wanted that fly. He slashed at it a few times. See him jawing at it, trying to throw the hook. Again, having to be a little bit cautious because he's now picked up a load of weed, which is dragging around. And he's picked up even more weed. So, thinking about the net. Again, keeping him on a fairly short line, just to try to tire him out a little bit quicker. He's thrashing around. And he's in the net. Yeah, that's a better fish. Put him on some slightly softer grass. Here you go, boys and girls. There you go, can you see him there? He's got a bit of an annoyed look on his face. Be back in a second. So there we are, a hook right on the end of his nose. Just pops straight out. The benefits of barbless hooks. But he's got to be getting on towards 3 pounds, I would think. So let's go and put him on the stringers. Okay, so that's the first two of the day. So you can see the second one is a little bit bigger, which is nice. Slide these up. And let's take these a little bit closer to where I'm fishing. I won't have to do quite so much walking then. The two fish to about 7 pound. So, as with most of my fishing trips, these fish that I catch today are going to be shared amongst my friends and family, and shared with some people who would not necessarily be able to enjoy fresh trout. And I just enjoy seeing the expressions on their faces when we just share this beautiful bounty. And that's what it is, it's a bounty, it's a blessing to be able to share these beautiful trout. Okay, so let's have a little look in here. See whether I can see anything worth having a shot at. A bit of activity there. And one swirling around it again. He's struck at it. Oh, he mouthed it and let it go. Mouthed it and let it go. He's definitely up for it. Don't want you, you're too small. Got him. Got him. He came quite a long way for that. He came quite a long way for that. He came. A beautiful magenta stripe down his side. Splashing away. Splashing away. Think about getting the net ready. Think about getting the net ready. Just let a little bit of line slip through my fingers so that there's not too much pressure on the end of the rod. And he's in the net. Thank you very much indeed. Another one of about £3. This is turning out to be quite a good morning. Back in a second. Once again, the home tie has worked. It's about a 3mm painted brass bead and some fritz and a tail, all tied on a size 12. There we go. Okay, so I've gone out towards the far side this time. Another fish on the prowl there in front of me. You're too small. Got him. Another splashy fish. He sideswiped it. He's taken it from in front of the big one and he's very generously let go. So there's the big fish there. So I've come back over to the end of the south flake with the glitter. Gone past me underneath there, so I'm just going to jig it, see if it'll come for it. And we've got one. As soon as I started jigging it, he's had a little look-see. Not a big fish, but he's very pretty. Oh, out of the net. Definitely having a bit of a splish splash. And he's in the net. It's a very pretty fish. Very, very pretty fish. Very pretty fish. Right, just look how pretty that one is. Some lovely colours on it. And barbless hook just pops straight out. That's just lovely. So that's number 4. That's my ticket fulfilled. And we've been fishing for just over an hour and a half. So there we go, boys and girls. That's the first 4 fish in just on an hour and a half. The biggest one's about 3.5, the rest are all 2 to 3. So let's go down and sort out another ticket. So, instantly with a tequila egg. Instantly. Instantly with a tequila egg. The nymphs weren't working. The fritzes weren't working. Change back over to what I like to use, and this one has just come up, sipped it in, and these are in the net, and the hook has come out in the net, and this has got somebody else's hook in its mouth. So let's just put him to sleep. So if you look carefully, you can see the egg on top, and below it there is a blue flash damsel, a barbed hook. So come over onto the South Lake now, no, the East Lake, I beg your pardon. Still with the tequila egg on. And I have a fish on, and I have a fish off. And we have a fish on. So I actually saw the line move there as opposed to anything else. Fish. He's in a hurry, this one. Look at that go. Yeah, he's a spirited little fish. Yeah, he's a spirited little fish. And he's in the net. Very nice. And it looks like he's hooked in the bottom jaw. Okay, let's have a little look-see. The hook right in the very bottom of the jaw. Just pops out nice and easily. And that's number 6 of the day. Put him on the stringer. So back onto the South Lake, casting into the darker water. And there's fish all around the egg. And I got him. Straight in. Straight in. It is a deadly method, this 3-lined egg. Just allowed to sink. They take it on the drop. Taken on the drop, and then you just hold the fish in close, let it tire itself out. If he wants to pull, you just drop the end of the rod and then you gently ease it up again. Look at him snapping his jaws to try to get rid of the egg. And he's in the net again. Another very, very pretty rainbow trout. Very pretty rainbow trout. There you go, another lovely rainbow trout of about 2 to 2.5 pounds. Again, falls to the Tequila egg, 3-lined, taken on the drop. Just a deadly method. Okay, so one more to go. One more to go. Let's see what happens, shall we? See if the fish come in, swarm on it the way they did with the last one. There's a few fish over there. There's one right beside it. 2, 3. 3 came and had a look at it. Let's bring it in into an area where I can see it clearly for the first 3 or 4 feet of its drop. Because once it drops out of sight, then it's becomes a very difficult method to use, but if you can continue to see the egg as it drops, you'll see the fish approach it, like this one has done. He pushed it with his nose and he's got it. He came up out of the weed and just sucked it in. This one's having a go. This one's actually pinned in the gill plate, so he might pop off. No, he's in the net. And the fly has come out in the net. So there we go, that's number 8. And there we go, boys and girls, that's ticket number 2 fulfilled, and that's taken just over 30 minutes. So I think now it's time to go and get in the car, change trousers, and go and sit on the motorway for a little while. Go home and have a chance to dress these fish and prepare them. And as always, they will be shared with our friends and those who would not normally be able to enjoy such a beautiful fish. So, see you in a minute. So, boys and girls, another brilliant morning comes to an end. What time is it now? It is 11 o'clock. I've been here 3 hours. I've had a double ticket. I am so tempted to have some more, but my my accountant wouldn't like it very much. The winning method today was the tequila egg, which is this little thing here. Okay, free lined. They've been just grabbing it on the drop. It's going in. It's been landing on the water. You see several fish just come up and swarm at it and just grab it. And as I said last time I was down here, I think that the fish think that it's a pellet and it's driving their feeding instincts, because of the way they just swarm at it, and it's a fisher cast with this method. As I said, I've dropped another 4 or 5 fish as well. The only fish I didn't have this was on a black and gold fritz pattern. Thank you, Martin Williams, for that one. A lovely, brilliant pattern. But all of the other stuff I've been tying myself, and these egg patterns here at this time of the year are deadly. I'm going to go and sit on the M25 now for a couple of 3 hours, and then look forward to my next trip. As I said to Mark on the way down, I've got an itch to scratch, and my goodness me, those 8 fish have scratched that itch. Look forward to seeing you, and thank you to everybody, the new subscribers. When we started the summer period, when Marissa came to us, we were on 999 subscribers and had been for a while. She's just gone through the 4,000 mark. So thank you to all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, whether it be for Marissa's side of things, the Baking with Marissa series, well worth watching, or with the fishing side of it for me. Thank you, each and every one of you. So, as I said, Grandpa Chris signing off. Hello, Tom Tom.
I'm listening.
Go home.
Do you want to go home?
Yes.
Finding a route home. You will arrive at your destination
Thank you,
at
sir.
1:13 p.m.